Breakups often feel overwhelmingly painful in a way that doesn't seem logical. Your chest feels tighter, your stomach drops, your mind becomes obsessive, and suddenly, even basic daily tasks feel harder than they should. Most people assume that this is simply emotional drama or psychological overreaction, but neuroscience tells a very different story. The brain interprets heartbreak as a real threat, something much closer to physical injury than a temporary feeling. To your nervous system, losing someone you're bonded to isn't symbolic, it's biological, and the pain is measurable, predictable, and deeply wired into the human brain.
From an evolutionary standpoint, romantic attachment is not just about affection or personal preference, it is a survival mechanism. For thousands of years, humans suffered better in bonded pairs and social groups. Being alone once meant vulnerability, danger, and a greater risk of death. Because of this, the brain developed neural systems designed to hold onto connections at all costs. When we fall in love, the brain categorizes that person as part of our safety network. So when a breakup occurs, the brain doesn't register it as a simple emotional loss. It interprets it as a loss of security and protection. That's why heartbreak can feel catastrophic. The brain is reacting to separation as if something essential to survival has been taken away. Neuroimaging research has revealed something astonishing. During emotional rejection or heartbreak, the same regions of the brain involved in physical pain, particularly the anterior cingulate cortex and the insula, become highly active. In other words, the brain processes heartbreak and physical injury in overlapping circuits. This is why people describe heartbreak as a punch in the chest, a hollow ache, or a feeling of being physically wounded. It isn't a metaphor. The nervous system generally cannot distinguish between the pain of emotional loss and the pain of physical harm. To the brain, both experiences are a threat that require attention and healing. This neurological overlap explains why heartbreak feels so intense and so real, because it is. When we fall in love, the brain floods us with dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, reward, and motivation. Over time, the brain links that dopamine release to the presence of the other person. Their voice, their touch, their messages, and even memories of them become cues that trigger reward pathways. The relationship becomes a predictable source of emotional highs. When the breakup happens, that reward source disappears abruptly, causing a dramatic drop in dopamine. The brain enters a state very similar to withdrawal. This is why people going through heartbreak experience cravings, obsessive thoughts, anxiety, restlessness, and emotional crashes. The brain is attempting to restore the reward it lost. The urge to call or check up on an ex isn't weakness, it's neurochemistry behaving exactly as it was designed to. Romantic love activates the brain's reward system, including the ventral tegmental area, the same system stimulated by addictive substances. Studies on recently heartbroken individuals show activity in these circuits resembling the patterns seen in drug addiction. This is why breakups can drive compulsive behavior, such as checking an ex's social media, replaying old conversations, or fantasizing about getting back together. The brain is desperately seeking a fix, trying to regain access to the reward it once received. In a very real sense, heartbreak is an addiction withdrawal state. The brain isn't just sad, it's craving. When two people form a deep romantic bond, the brain begins to interrogate the relationship into its model of self. This process, called self-expansion, means that a partner becomes part of its habits, routines, memories, and even its self-definition. When the relationship ends, the brain is forced to reorganize that identity. This creates a sense of emptiness or confusion, as if a part of you has been removed. The disorientation people feel after a breakup is not imagined. The brain is literally recalibrating who you are without that person woven into your neutral patterns. Heartbreak isn't just the loss of someone else, it's the temporary loss of the version of yourself. Because heartbreak impacts pain circuits, reward systems, stress hormones, and identity networks, recovery requires actual neurowiring. In this sense, rewiring. This process, neuroplasticity, takes time. The brain must build new routines from new associations and create new sources of reward. That's why healing doesn't happen instantly, and why time is just not an emotional cliche, it's a biological necessity. The nervous system must gradually adjust, restructure, and stabilize. Feeling unstable or stuck after a breakup is not a sign of failure, it's the brain doing complex repair work beneath the surface. Heartbreak hurts more than we expect because it's not a simple emotional suffering, it's a survival alarm, a withdrawal state, a physical pain response, and an identity shift all happening at once. But the same neuroscience that explains the pain also offers hope. The brain is adaptable, circuits change, new connections form, identity rebuilds. The pain of heartbreak is not proof that you're broken, it is proof that your brain is working exactly as it was designed to, and with that time, support, and new experiences, it will heal. Heartbreak is not the end of who you are, it's the beginning of who you are becoming.